everyone. I am Swati, your host for today from FairGaze, and I would like to welcome all of you to this creative thinking webinar session on fundamental of design thinking.
Design thinking in a layman terms is so design thinking is a very basic toolkit which will aid you with certain tools and techniques which will help you solve a problem. So if I talk about design, right, so as per Steve Jobs, and I think we all know who Steve Jobs is, design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. What is really design thinking in a nutshell? So design thinking is a human-centric approach to innovation that draws from designer toolkits to integrate the needs of people, possibility of technology, and the requirements for business success. What could be solved from design thinking? So any kind of problem which is affecting diverse group. For example, we have seen a lot of problems in terms of, you know, thinking like how we are going to solve, let's say, COVID problem, right? So a lot of us got affected with COVID, right? And every one of us got affected. So we need to rethink of how we can move on with our life again. For example, all the educational services got disrupted, right? So all the online model came in for during that period. So a lot of brainstorming were done, right? By educational people, by health people, by parents as well in this journey. Students can use the design thinking tools when they don't have, the resources really which require a lot of data. So they can use certain design thinking tools and get more understanding of the problem as well as the solution without really requiring to have. So here I have listed some of the most used tools in the design thinking. So first is fly on the wall. Now, as the name denotes, right, what does a fly on the wall do? Right? Really, a lot of work? No, probably just seeing, right? So what you are doing, you are just seeing, how person who is manufacturing or doing his or her job is actually doing. For example, a lot of time you stop and visit any construction work, right? How a mason is building a building or how the roads are made. The second is understanding, right? So the understanding is where you are able to generate a lot of ideas as well. You understand more about the problem as well as the ideas of how the problem could be solved. So for this, one of the best tool we use is a statement starter. For example, if you want to build a solution, right? For example, the example which we use, which is a self-replicating or a self-sustainable city where there is zero waste, right? And we are able to preserve our environment, right? So how might, we add the word how might be, and with the problem, like what we are really wanting to do, like how might we create a self-sustaining city? What, like I told you, like a self-sustaining city. For which comes with the stakeholders, like for whom we are building it really. Is it for us or is it for a specific people or is it for a masses? So who really is the audience or the actual customer or the actual client for the solution you are building? And in order to, like, what change, like if you are able to build that solution, then what kind of change you are bringing in the in a smaller space. So it is more in terms of how your solution would look like.
Thank you so much, Mr. Manas, for contributing to the vibrant discussion and bringing your unique perspective. Thank you so much. It's seriously very unique perspective. I enjoyed a lot.